Night falls heavy on the endless highway. Silence finds me tired at the end of the day. The asphalt becomes a sea of shadows wide, yet I push ahead with God here by my side. My headlights carve the darkness like blades of grace, sliding memories time can hardly trace. In the mirror, old stories run behind. On the windshield, God paints visions on my mind. The engine hums a hymn in its steady tone. I feel God riding with me, never alone. Every bridge, every climb, every stretch of stone carries a prayer rising from my bones. And even when the world goes dark and cold, I know I'm never driving this road alone. For there's a glow that never fades or dies, God's holy light following my headlights. It's the light that follows my headlights, leading every mile through the darkest nights. If the storm hits hard and blinds my way, God knows my name and clears the gray. It's the light that follows my headlights, shining strong through the lows and heights. And where fear tries to enter my heart inside, God shines brighter and pushes it aside. Dawn is far and the night's a wild beast, but God speaks softly and my fears decrease. He reminds me of the home waiting with love, and the strength He pours from heaven above. I pass through curves where others prayed before. Each mile holds a soul who's walked this floor. Truckers are warriors of faith and pain, but God knows each one by heart and name. I stop at the station and find fellow men, each carrying burdens again and again. We talk of work, but soon the conversation turns to God and His constant protection. And when desert winds blow hard and wild, God stands firm and defends His child. Even when the world tells me I won't survive, His light keeps my spirit alive. It's a light that follows my headlights, leading every mile through the darkest nights. If the storm hits hard and blinds my way, God knows my name and clears the gray. It's a light that follows my headlights, shining strong through the lows and heights. And where fear tries to enter my heart inside, God shines brighter and pushes it aside. If a tire blows out in the midnight chill, He brings peace and strengthens my will. If danger comes close and tries to break me down, He lifts me up before I hit the ground. When longing cuts deep like a hidden knife, God shines comfort into my life. And I remember no road, no mile, no night can take me from His guiding light. It's the light that follows my headlights, never fading, always bright. Even when darkness steals my sight, He rekindles the fire of faith inside. It's the light that follows my headlights, showing love in the hardest fights. As long as there's a road for me to drive, God's light will keep my hope alive. And when my headlights one day cease to shine, God's eternal road will still be mine. For every trucker who drives with faith strong knows God's highway always leads us home. since I was just a boy. I dreamed of crossing every land. Today I live that dream, with a wheel steady in my hand. But I learned along the way, there's a greater road to ride. It's the road of salvation, with God forever as my guide. And when I start my route, I think about my Jesus, who walked through all the earth, bringing love that frees us. I'm a trucker of heaven, led by the hand of the Lord. My route is paved with faith, my fuel is His holy word. In my cab I carry stories, in my soul I carry grace. I'm a trucker of heaven, and Jesus leads my race. And dangers come without warning, but God shields me every time. And I feel His presence deeply on every uphill climb. And when the journey ends, I know my mission was true. For beyond the earthly highway, I follow the heavenly one too. When the horizon turns red and bright, I know it's time to move on. The world wakes up slowly, and I roll before the dawn. The smell of diesel in my chest, the cold wind on my face. Keep going steady and strong, held by God's embrace. Sometimes longing hits hard, but faith holds me tight again. I remember I'm a trucker, and my calling has weight and aim. It's the call of the horizon, taking me where God directs me. Through plains, mountains, or bridges, He guides and He protects me. I follow without fear, for God is my shelter and friend. In the call of the blessed horizon, with Jesus I ride till the end. The radio plays an old hymn, and my soul warms deep inside. The road may seem endless, but God is my faithful guide. And when the night falls calm, I stop and thank Him above for the strength to keep moving and the comfort of His love. Today I slow the rush and letting my soul breathe. Life runs so fast, I forget what I believe. In the silence I find my vision becomes clear, and I see that every step God has been near. On the journey of reflection, I rediscover my faith. I release the past and trust in His grace. The God who shapes me with wisdom and affection, on the journey of reflection, brings heart and direction. The trees whisper stories written by the Father's hand, and the gentle breeze tells me He helps me stand. Looking within may hurt, but it's healing in motion, for God works deep with love and devotion. On the journey of reflection, I rediscover my faith. I release the past and trust in His grace. The God who shapes me with wisdom and affection, on the journey of reflection, brings heart and direction. When I think I walk alone, He shows He's with me all along. To walk with God through every mile is to rest within His gentle smile. Oh, on the journey of reflection, I rediscover my faith. I release the past and trust in His grace. On the journey of reflection, I rediscover my faith. I release the past and trust in His grace. The God who shapes me with wisdom and affection, on the journey of reflection, brings heart and direction. The sky painted with fire brings peace to my sight. The end of day arrives, calling me to rest tonight. In shades of gold and copper, my heart gently lays. In the silence of sunset, I meet my God in praise. He says, child, leave your burdens here. What weighs on you, I'll make disappear. In the sunset with God, I find my direction. I give Him my burdens, receive His protection. The light slowly fades, but He stays forever true. In the sunset with God, my heart becomes new. A soft breeze touches me, with memories of grace. And I see He's been guiding all along my race. The shadows of night come, but they can't bring fear, for the God who made the morning walks with me near. And I rest secure within His embrace, for with God beside me I never lose my place. In the sunset with God I find my direction. I give Him my burdens, receive His protection. The light slowly fades, but He stays forever true. In the sunset with God my heart becomes new. Even when darkness tries to fall, He keeps me safe through it all. My shelter, my steady light, my Lord is with me through the night. In the sunset with God I find my direction. I give Him my burdens, receive His protection. In the sunset with God I find my direction. I give Him my burdens, receive His protection. In the sunset with God. After hours on the road, my body starts to tire. A simple roadside stop, but my heart rises higher. At the bright lit station, I find peace to reflect, and God sits with me with love to protect. At the stop of grace, I lay my burdens down and feel God watching over me and my truck around. My life, my road, my journey ahead. At the stop of grace, my soul is fed. I see other drivers, stories deep in their stare, each one fighting hard for the ones they care. And I pray softly, asking protection for every trucker on this same direction. At the stop of grace, I lay my burdens down and feel God watching over me and my truck around. My life, my road, my journey ahead. At the stop of grace, my soul is fed. And when I hit the road again, I'm not the same. I'm lighter, stronger, renewed in His name. At the stop of grace, I lay my burdens down and feel God watching over me and my struggle around. At the stop of grace, I lay my burdens down and feel God watching over me truck around my life, my road, my journey ahead at the stop of grace. My soul is fed. I'm a trucker of the earth, but guided from above, carrying loads and dreams with a heart full of love. Life's a heavy cargo, but God gives strength to me. With Him in my cabin, I drive peacefully. I'm a trucker of the sky, guided by my Father's hand. If the road gets tight, He helps me stand. And every new horizon rising on the ground reminds me He's the one steering me around. From the cab I see creation and learn its worth. A sunset turns into the most beautiful prayer on earth. And the wind hitting strong reminds me too that God breathes hope when no one else can break through. I'm a trucker of the sky, guided by my Father's hand. If the road gets tight, He helps me stand. And every new horizon rising on the ground reminds me He's the one steering me around. And when I finally stop at the final shore, I know God waits for me forevermore. I'm a trucker of the sky, guided by my Father's hand. If the road gets tight, He helps me stand. And every new horizon rising on the ground reminds me He's the one steering me around. Reminds me He's the one steering me around. Dust rises high as the heavy truck goes on, and my heart remembers hope from dusk to dawn. A dirt road ahead, hard for wheels to trace, but with God beside me, I always reach my place. It's a road of dirt and faith, I drive without fear, for the Lord walks ahead and always draws near. If the wheels sink deep, He lifts me again. It's a road of dirt and faith, guided by His hand. The tire marks tell stories I've lived before, of struggles, victories, and God opening doors. Even when I'm alone, I'm never truly by myself. The God of the highways gives me strength and help. It's a road of dirt and faith I drive without fear, for the Lord walks ahead and always draws near. If the wheels sink deep, He lifts me again. It's a road of dirt and faith, guided by His hand. No stone can block who walks with the King. He makes a road even where there's nothing. A road of dirt and faith I drive without fear, for the Lord walks ahead and always draws near. If the wheels sink deep, He lifts me again. It's a road of dirt and faith, guided by His hand. I hold the wheel, but I know who guides is Him. The God who opens roads when all seems dim. On the sharpest curves He helps me stand tall, with courage inside and strength through it all. The steering wheel is in God's hands, I know. That's why I stay firm wherever I go. Even if the asphalt shakes or storms appear, with God in my cabin, I'm never in fear. Some roads are so long, they make you wanna quit, but God's voice calls me, have faith, don't sit. And when night falls inside my heart, He lights a star to give me a fresh start. The steering wheel is in God's hands. That's why I stay firm wherever I go. Even if the asphalt shakes or storms appear, with God in my cabin, I'm never in fear. If I'm tired, He drives for me and reminds me I'm His eternally. The steering wheel in God's hands. The steering wheel in God's hands. The steering wheel in God's hands. Dawn arrives calm and quiet, and the highway stretches wide. The stars shine in the distance, showing God rides by my side. My truck hums steady and strong, as if it knows where to go. And I follow this old route that life always lets me know. The smell of incoming rain, the breeze touching the ground, everything feels like a whisper from God's voice softly around. Sky above the cab, is God watching over me? Even when I sail alone, He stays right here faithfully. The road may be wide and long, but my faith stands firm like stones. Sky above the cab, Jesus is my guiding home. At truck stops I meet brothers, each with stories of pain. But when we speak of God, love fills the room again. And when it's time to roll, each steps back into his lane. But I know Christ is guiding this whole hard-working chain. Another golden sunrise finds me ready to roll. I leave early with my heavy truck, but God is guiding my soul. Hot coffee at the truck stop, friends are laughing at the stand, each one carrying his own story, and God holding every hand. I go, foot on the road with my Lord. I go, where He sends me. I move forward. Life is long, but faith sustains, and my heart heals old pains. With God, the whole way shines with peace restored. On the shoulder I take a break, see the sun paint the morning sky. Creation reflects His glory and lifts my spirit high. The deep rumble of the engine mixes with my gratitude. If the road is my calling, God shapes my attitude. I go, foot on the road with my Lord. I go, where He sends me. I move forward. Life is long, but faith sustains, and my heart heals old pains. With God, the whole way shines with peace restored. say the road is lonely, but to me it's my friend. It's where I talk to God and let broken pieces mend. The asphalt carries my fears, the wind takes what weighs me down, and I ride with a lighter soul in faith that's strong and sound. Every stop holds a story, every stranger brings a sign, and God writes along the journey the next step of this heart of mine. For the road heals the soul, and God drives my destiny. When tears begin to fall, He holds my hand and comforts me. For the road heals the soul and returns my peace once more. With Jesus sitting in my cab, fear can't touch me anymore. The sun sets behind the hills, and I feel the calm descend. The night brings shining stars that show God's love without end. And when tomorrow rises, I'm ready to start again. For the road is like a temple where God teaches me to stand. Wind blows on my window, bringing memories from home. But I know God rides with me, so I never drive alone. The road seems endless sometimes, but my heart refuses to fall. For the presence of the Lord stays with me through it all. Sometimes I sing loudly smiling, sometimes silence is all I need. But in every moment of life, God guides every deed. Wind on the window, God in the heart, that's how my mission starts. Wherever I pass, I leave a prayer, for the world needs God's care. Wind on the window, God in the heart, and the highway becomes my art. I drive steady in the direction of the one who holds my protection. When the heavy rain pours, I remember His loving hand. For even inside the storm, by my side He stands. And when sunlight returns, everything shines new again. Life becomes so much bigger with the Lord who reigns. Wind on the window, God in the heart, that's how my mission starts. Wherever I pass, I leave a prayer, for the world needs God's care. Wind on the window, God in the heart, and the highway becomes my art. I drive steady in the direction of the one who holds my protection. and I follow without delay. Dust rises softly as the wind begins to play. In the calm of morning light, I find my heart again, and I hear God whisper, "Child, I'll show you where to stand." I breathe in slowly, let His peace surround. The road may be long, but with Him I'm safe and sound. At the break of the road, I find the light and the Holy Presence guiding me right. Even when fear tries to make me fall, at the break of the road, God helps me walk tall. Every curve shapes the soul, teaches trust along the way, and step by step His grace blooms more each day. On the golden horizon, my hope is renewed. For those who walk with God, walk in quietude. And when doubt approaches, He calms my chest, whispering softly, "In me you'll find rest." At the break of the road, I find the light and the Holy Presence guiding me right. Even when fear tries to make me fall, at the break of the road, God helps me walk tall. If I fall, He lifts me high. If I cry, He sings nearby. If I'm lost, He'll find my soul. My God never lets me go. At the break of the road, I find the light and the Holy Presence guiding me right. Even when fear tries to make me fall, at the break of the road, God helps me walk tall. At the break of the road. The long journey begins deep within my soul, between dreams and memories that make me whole. The road stretches far, but I'm never alone, for the God who sustains me is leading me home. On the long journey, I walk with faith. The Lord is my guide, my refuge, my place. Even when strong winds try to bring me down, on the long journey, God turns it around.
Cities fade behind me, memories turn to song, and time itself teaches where I belong. The sun on my face reminds me who made me, and each step I take shows His love endlessly.
On the long journey, I walk with faith. God turns it around. And when the weariness tries to come near, I lift up my eyes, whisper a prayer, and find in the heavens the strength I need from the God who guides every deed. On the long journey I walk with faith. The Lord is my guide, my refuge, my place. Even when strong winds try to bring me down, on the long journey God turns it around. On the long journey, God turns it around. The engine wakes up early, the road is calling me. Hot coffee in my mug, the sky paints what I can't see. The truck rumbles steady, my partner on this ride, and God sits beside me, guiding from inside. And every mile passing shows I'm never alone. The Lord who shaped the highways guards my heart like his own. In the rhythm of my truck, my God, I go, following the path he chose for my soul. If the night gets heavy, he brings the light. In the rhythm of my truck, my faith shines bright. On the hardest curves I feel his protection near, and the morning breeze brings peace to my gear. Headlights cut the fog, but it's his light that leads my fears, my roads, my hopes and needs. No load is too heavy when he's with me. His hand is the rope that sets me free. In the rhythm of my truck, and my God I go, following the path he chose for my soul. If the night gets heavy, he brings the light. In the rhythm of my truck, my faith shines bright. And when I stop on the roadside for a breath of air, I hear God whisper, "Child, I'm always there." In the rhythm of my truck, and my God I go. In the rhythm of my truck, and my God I go. Night falls heavy and my headlights take the lead, but it's God who lights my soul in every need. On the dark long highway I keep keep steady, I keep strong, for the Lord is with me all the ride along. Road of faith and headlights bright, God's my steady guide. Even in the deepest night, He walks by my side. And when fear tries to break into my heart's condition, my faith accelerates faster than my own transmission. Hands on the wheel, but the control is His. Every safe passage is grace that persists. And when the longing hurts, He comes to comfort me, saying my family is under His custody. Road of faith and headlights bright, God's my steady guide. Even in the deepest night, He walks by my side. And when fear tries to break into my heart's condition, my faith accelerates faster than my own transmission. And if the world turns dark without end, God's light will show what's around the bend. Road of faith and headlights bright. Road of faith and headlights bright. Road of faith and headlights bright. Road of faith and headlights The sun rises in the truck cab, painting the day warm and bright. The road wakes up with me under God's guiding light. The radio plays softly, but His voice plays louder still. And every curve ahead reveals His perfect will. At the dawn of the road, I hear God's voice say that even far from home He keeps me on my way. And the engine's roar becomes my prayer in motion. At the dawn in the truck cab, God drives with devotion. Fog rises slowly, but it won't make me fall, for the light from above is stronger than it all. And when my thoughts try to drift or fear, I remember God's direction is always near. At the dawn of the road, I hear God's voice say that even far from home He keeps me on my way. And the engine's roar becomes my prayer in motion. At the dawn in the truck cab, God drives with devotion. truck cab, at the dawn in the truck cab, at the dawn in the truck cab, at the dawn in the truck cab. At the bright station, I stopped to breathe a while. The smell of coffee brings memories that smile. But God whispers softly, child, I care for you. And the heavy load I carry becomes light and true. At the station of promise, I find my direction. God renews my soul and gives my heart protection. Every trucker passing here can clearly see there's a peace from God calling us to be free. Headlights come and go like life through the plains. Stories cross the silence, carried in chains. And I pray aloud for protection and grace for every road warrior in this endless lace. At the station of promise, I find my direction. God renews my soul and gives my heart protection. Every trucker passing here can clearly see there's a peace from God calling us to be free. Yeah, it fills my life with fuel divine, peace enough for every mile. At the station of promise, at the station of promise, I find my direction. God renews my soul and gives my heart protection. Every trucker passing here can clearly see there's a peace from God calling us to be free. The sound of asphalt calls me, like a friend who never fails. And I keep steady on this journey, crossing mountains and long trails. The engine roars like a hymn, marking every breath I take. And my heart settles inside me when I pray for the steps I make. The wind pounds hard on the window, and the road begins to speak. Sometimes the words are heavy, sometimes gentle, soft and meek. It's the sound of asphalt and faith guiding the road of those who believe. If I stumble, God lifts me up. If I cry, His comfort I receive. In this life of endless miles, I learned I'm never alone. With Jesus riding beside me, I'm strong, though dust and bone. Curves come without warning, but God always knows what's ahead. And even tired, I trust Him, for by His grace I'm led. The headlights cut through the fog, hope lights up within me too. And I sing with a lighter soul, for I know the day will renew. The dust rises on the heated road, the sun burns the cracked ground, but inside my heart still lives a hope that keeps me sound. The radio plays an old song and I sing along the ride, but it's God's voice in my thoughts that always walks by my side. When night falls heavy and quiet and loneliness tries to hold me tight, I remember the faith I carry and let God guide my life. Faith stop on the side of the line where the soul rests and the pain declines. I close my eyes and I feel Jesus holding me close, showing me His brilliance. If the world is wide and I'm so small, God reminds me He's above it all. In this faith stop I find shelter true. My Savior always carries me through. The engine cools slowly down, the wind touches my face with care. The moon lights up the dark night sky, and I know God is everywhere. Sometimes the load is heavy, sometimes life gets rough and tight, but God teaches me on every curve to believe in the coming light. Faith stop on the side of the line where the soul rests and the pain declines. I close my eyes and I feel Jesus holding me close, showing me His brilliance. If the world is wide and I'm so small, God reminds me He's above it all. In this faith stop I find shelter true. My Savior always carries me through. On the silence of this long road, I keep going without looking behind. The headlights cut through the cold dawn, and in my heart I find peace inside. Every curve brings memories, every sign points the way ahead, but it's God who guides my journey, holding my hand wherever I tread. Light on the bend of the road, it's God carrying my load. When fear tries to pull me down, He lifts my faith from the ground. No matter where I roam, in the storm or far from home, I know He always shines on me. My Lord, my holy light I see. The engine sings its melody, the radio talks about home, but it's the Father's gentle whisper that tells me I'm not alone. Sometimes the longing hurts, sometimes I lose direction, but God fills me with courage and leads me with protection. Light on the bend of the road, it's God carrying my load. When fear tries to pull me down, He lifts my faith from the ground. No matter where I roam, in the storm or far from home, I know He always shines on me. My Lord, my holy light I see. At the stop on the side of the road, I thank Him for another day. If the journey is long and heavy, greater is His guiding way. Life on the road is rough, but God always makes it worth. He shows His mighty power in the simplest things on earth. I woke up today different, with a peace I couldn't explain. I felt something holy riding with me again. At the first truck stop, I found someone in pain. God used my humble words to lift that man again. I'm on the route of the miracle, and God guides me without end. If He asked me to help someone, I stop the truck and land. On the route of the holy wonder, I'm just His faithful tool, and every mile I travel takes a bit of heaven's rule. The road becomes my ministry, the cab becomes my altar, and the faith I carry with me shines brighter as I go farther. Before the day is over, I see how much I grew, for every miracle on the route transforms my life anew. I'm on the route of the miracle, and God guides me without end. If He asked me to help someone, I stop the truck and land. On the route of the holy wonder, I'm just His faithful tool, and every mile I travel takes a bit of heaven's rule. rises on the highway, fog resting over the land. But inside my chest awakens a new song. God makes me stand. The road is full of surprises, but God never fails my way. He shows me love and patience and calls me friend every day. I ride the route of hope with Jesus guiding my side. Even when pain surrounds me, He turns darkness into light. The route of hope is holy, and I follow it without fear. For God reminds me always that His time is perfect and clear. Each truck stop shows new faces. Every smile holds a story, and I see that in this life everyone needs God's glory. And when night falls peacefully, I thank Him for His protection. For the route of hope I travel also heals my own direction. I ride the route of hope with Jesus guiding my side. Even when pain surrounds me, He turns darkness into light. The route of hope is holy, and I follow it without fear. For God reminds me always that His time is perfect and clear. Dawn is still wrapped in its cold and silent veil, and the truck moves steady, brave through every trail. The headlights slice the darkness like a guardian's blade, and inside my chest beats the mission God made. The highway speaks to me, whispering stories of the past, of truckers who cross these lands, slow or fast. Every pothole, every bridge, every dangerous bend carries echoes of tears and laughter without end. The tank is asking for rest, and so is my tired soul. Yet I thank the Lord for making this journey whole, for giving me chances to see places unfold, and guiding my wheels through the heat and the cold. I spot a glowing truck stop shining from afar, a shelter for the weary like a guiding star. I slow the truck, breathe in the night, and step outside under soft moonlight. At heaven's truck stop, I rest my heart, sit at the counter and tell God where I need a new start. He hears my worries, calms my weary mind, me strength to keep rolling, leave fear behind. At heaven's truck stop I find peace to continue on. And even far from home I know I'm never alone. A warm cup of coffee feels like a hug in my hand, and I look at other truckers traveling across the land. Each one carries a story, a memory dear, but all of them hold hope rising clear. One misses his daughter's smile back home, another fears the mountain nights he drives alone. When someone mentions God above, our eyes shine bright like headlights of love. We laugh about struggles and lows delayed, the rough road life and how we're underpaid. But deep inside we know the truth. God wrote each mile of this route. The breeze sings between the mirrors with grace, washing the sorrow from every face. We talk through the night until morning's flame, and the sky begins to glow again. At heaven's truck stop I rest my heart, I sit at the counter and tell God where I need a new start. He hears my worries, calms my weary mind, gives me strength to keep rolling and leave fear behind. At heaven's truck stop I rest my heart, sit at the counter, sit at the counter. I need a new start. Oh, and when I get back on the road with sunrise blessing the view, I feel God sitting beside me, driving every mile through. If the curves get tight, if the longing aches deep, I remember heaven's truck stop, and peace returns to me. The road stretches long and wide, each mile a holy invite to trust the plan that God designed, to follow the map He left inside. The clouds dance above me, the engine sings below, and I drive forward knowing that God leads everywhere I go. At heaven's truck stop I rest my heart, sit at the counter. God sends me back to the road with a brand new start. Oh, even if the world gets heavy, He helps me endure, because at heaven's truck stop I learned His love is sure. The journey may be long, horizons hard to see, but God prepares new safe places for every trucker like me. The sun barely rises, the highway keeps calling. I tie down the load, feel my heartbeat falling. The engine wakes up like it's whispering a prayer, and I follow the path God placed for me there. World awakens outside my cabin window. Life passes by with every curve that I know. Who I am, where I go, what I'm meant to find. On endless lines of road I clear my mind. And when the wind hits heavy on the glass, I remember God brings gentler winds to pass. Even when the night tries to dim my light, He restores the flame and guides me through the night. So I keep on, foot on the road, eyes on heaven. Every mile is a page where the Lord has written the way I'm meant to go, the road I'm meant to see. When I grow tired, He restores the strength in me. Foot on the road, eyes on heaven. My guide is faithful, my peace is given. And in the rumble of the engine I hear Him say, son, don't stop, I'll walk with you each day. The day grows hot and dusk begins to rise. Kids waving at me bring warmth to my eyes. At the truck stop I rest with a slow, calm cup, and in silence with God my spirit lifts up. I think of my family waiting at home, and my wife who prays even when I roam. Being a trucker is more than a road and steel. It's mission, devotion, a calling that's real. And when the mountains push my engine to strain, I shift my faith and break through every pain. If the world turns gray when the storm rolls in, heaven stays bright, His love never grows thin. So I keep on, foot on the road, eyes on heaven. Every mile is a page where the Lord has written the way I'm meant to go, the road I'm meant to see. When I grow tired, He restores the strength in me. Foot on the road, eyes on heaven. My guide is faithful, my peace is given. And in the rumble of the engine I hear Him say, son, don't stop, I'll walk with you each day. Sometimes loneliness tries to drag me away, but God's presence comes and keeps me okay. A worship song plays and my soul finds rest, and the weight of the world lifts off my chest. I watch the night dress the sky with stars, and remember God shaped this life of ours. I'm never alone on this long wide track. He drives beside me, He's always got my back. Foot on the road, eyes on heaven. Even when the world feels heavy and uneven, the Lord sustains me with His mighty care. If I stumble, He's already there. Foot on the road, eyes on heaven. My strength is eternal, my purpose given. I keep on rolling, no reason to fear, for I know my God is always near. And so I drive through mud or rain with faith that pushes through every pain. I'm a trucker, but the wheel we both steer. Me and my God, and every road leads near. Dawn rose slowly as I entered the highway's line. The sun appeared shy, drawing streaks of gold so fine. My truck growled proudly, greeting the breaking day, and the road whispered softly, ready for another long way. The tires kissed the damp asphalt from the night before, and a warm shiver told me this journey held something more. Truckers live moments that few people understand, where God seemed to sit beside us, guiding with His hand. The radio played a simple tune of guitar and grace, one of those that warms the heart in the loneliest place. I remember the miles I carried on my soul, the close calls, the miracles, the moments God took control. Truckers learned early to ask in the dark, God, what are you trying to spark? And the answer comes in a gentle breeze or a danger avoided that brings us to our knees. The road is long, but faith stands tall. Every truck stop carries a story to recall. In a warm cup of coffee or a stranger's smile, God shows up in ways that travel the mile. The sky is my companion on the road, God painting hope where daylight overflows. He lights the darkness when shadows confine. He takes the wheel when fear is mine. The sky covers, guides and shelters me through rain, through sunlight, through nights so chilly. The sky is my companion, steady and true. God rides with me in everything I do. I've climbed mountains that stole my breath, faced a sense that felt close to death. I heard brakes scream, begging for relief, and God stepped in, calming my grief. There are curves that seem like the end of the line, but God whispers, child, you'll be fine. There are nights that refuse to let morning begin, but He says this darkness will also thin. Truckers know the weight of isolation, but also God's voice in quiet revelation. When the engine hums in an endless night, I feel Him close, holding me tight. Life in the cab isn't always kind, and homesickness hits with a heavy mind, but God wipes each lonely tear and fills the road with peace so near. The sky is my companion on the road, God steering me through every heavy load. God is writing things unsaid. He speaks in silence, and when so light, turning exhaustion into living light. I thought of quitting, leaving it all behind, but God said, child, there's still more to find. And when He speaks, my spirit hears, and every doubt disappears. I've seen storms become calm in just one breath, and learned God protects from every threat. I've watched rainbows slice the sky in holy beauty, and felt faith's road calling me to duty. Cried alone inside the cab's dark shell, wondering if I still had stories to tell. But God restored my spirit and ground, placed peace where fear was found. And when I look at the sky so deep and wide, I'm reminded that God stands at my side. If He keeps the stars in perfect command, imagine the love He has for a trucker across this land. The sky is my companion on the road, God steering me through every heavy load. When fear tries to make me slow, He whispers, child, onward you go. The sky is my map, my shelter, my life. night, and God drives with me through every day and night. The sky is my companion today and forevermore. For God walks with me wherever I explore. Dawn barely opened its eyes when I was already driving. The world awoke slowly, with silence still arriving. The wet asphalt shimmered like a mirror from last night's rain, and in the reflection I saw my soul searching to heal its pain. The truck rolled steady like one who knows where to go, but inside me lived questions only heaven could know. A trucker's life, his road, his grit, his prayer. And sometimes I ask, Father, am I truly going where you want me to be? The radio hummed softly, the cab felt like a shrine. Loneliness painted my thoughts with a slow-moving line. I remembered storms where I almost lost my way, and sharp curves where God himself drove for me that day. That moment I felt something shift, something real. The road wasn't just a path, it was where God came to heal. Every bump, every bend, every heart uphill was God saying, my son, I'm here still. The wind tapped the windshield like a whisper from above, and my chest grew lighter, filled with his love. I closed my eyes just a second, let my spirit speak, and God answered before I could even seek. When the road turned into a prayer, my heart finally found direction there. Even without maps, signals, or guide, I keep driving with Jesus by my side. The highway became a bridge from earth to the sky, and faith became the vehicle I relied. When the road turned into a prayer, Jesus took the seat beside me and steered with care. The sun rose slowly, painting the heavens gold, and the engine sang like a friend of old. Shadows lifted under redemption's light, and every mile became salvation inside. I remember mistakes I left behind, wrong decisions I made, words that wounded, dreams that frayed. But God spoke softly, your past is no longer your chain. Walk with me now, I'll heal every pain. Afternoon heat pressed heavy like a hand, and memories of death brushed close in that wet land. Of the night I slipped and saw my life spin, and God held the truck as if teaching me again. I stopped on the shoulder just to breathe and reflect, feeling God wanting to connect. The breeze whispered gently as if to say, my son, you were born to rise each day. The road is hard, but I'm shaping your soul. Don't fear the weight, I'll make you whole. I return to the wheel with renewed heart, The scenery felt holy, a brand new start. Hills shimmered, rivers glowed with light. Even speeding cars felt somehow polite. When the road turned into a prayer, my heart finally found direction there. Even without maps, signals, or guide, I keep driving with Jesus by my side. When the road turned into a prayer, sometimes I think I chose this life of the road, but deep inside I know God wrote this code. And when loneliness tries to break me apart, I hear His voice whisper strength into my heart. The moon rose round, lighting the broken ground below, reminding me I never drive alone, never, not once, no. The truck became a pulpit, the wheel became a holy place, and the whole highway felt like a sanctuary of grace. The stars danced above like a heaven-born choir, and I saw God turn simple road into holy fire. When the road turned into a prayer, something shifted in the atmosphere. Even if the night grows cold and long, Jesus keeps my spirit strong. The road is long, but faith is wide, and God stays steady at my side. When the road turned into a prayer, I found my calling written there.
The engine's early rumble starts my day, like an old friend waking softly on the way. I fix my seat, breathe deep, and move ahead, for every journey brings me closer to God instead. The sky's still gray, dawn stretching slow. The quiet road begins its gentle glow. Just me and God listening to the morning air, while the first rays rise with a golden glare. And on this long road I learned to trust, for even unseen He guides because He must. Trucker life is tough, I know so well, but every bump reminds me of stories I couldn't tell. When diesel meets faith, nothing pulls me down, nothing takes my strength. I know God drives right beside my seat, even when the road grows dark beneath my feet. When diesel meets faith, every mile becomes a reason to stay brave. In the engine's thunder I hear His voice, son, I'm with you. You never drive alone in your choice. Mid-morning I stop at a half-forgotten place, fresh coffee rising warmth on my face. The waitress asks softly if I'm doing alright. I smile and say, with God near I sleep well at night. Back on the asphalt, the sun grows hot. Every truck passing shares the same plot. It feels like we're all carrying this nation's load, with prayer stitched into every road. And when homesickness weighs heavier than the gear,
I remember God keeps my loved ones near. He watches my home while I'm far away, and keeps me safe as I roll through the day. When diesel meets faith, nothing pulls me down, nothing takes my strength. I know God drives right beside my seat, even when the road grows dark beneath my feet. When diesel meets faith, every mile becomes a reason to stay brave. In the engine's thunder, I hear his voice. Son, I'm with you. You never drive alone in your choice. When sunset paints gold across the land, I pause just to feel his gentle hand. The sky gets so beautiful, it almost breaks me. And I know God sits right here, guiding steadily. Night arrives calm, with the moon's soft glow. My headlights carving a silver flow. A worship song rises on the radio near, and heaven itself feels close enough to hear. When diesel meets faith, no fear can shake me or take my strength. He guides my steps, he guides my way, he guides my dreams each night and day. When diesel meets faith, every road becomes an altar of grace. I drive in peace because I know God holds the wheel wherever I go. And tomorrow, when the journey starts again, diesel and faith will meet just like old friends. It's not just work, not just road and strain. It's God writing my story through every lane. Dawn still yawns as I turn on the dash lights. They flicker softly like stars in quiet nights. Diesel wakes with a hum, almost like a prayer, and I feel God taking his seat beside me there. Cold wind cuts the fog laid over the ground. The highway feels like a pain in heaven found, drawn by the Creator, taking my hand, whispering, son, I'll calm your heart as you cross this land. On lonely roads I learned to hear the voice of peace, drawing near for when the world goes silent and the sky shines through. God speaks louder than anything I ever knew. There's light in the headlights and light in my soul. I drive with calm, God makes me whole. Even when the night tries to change my ways, he lights the road beyond my gaze. There's a light in the headlights and light in my soul. And when fear rises, trying to take control, I hear God whispering slow and clear, my child, I'm here, I'm always near. The lazy sun wakes, turning gold across the land, and I thank God for another day in his hand. The radio plays a hymn that reads reaches my chest, and my truck feels powered by heaven's best. A fellow trucker waves as he rolls past. We both know this life is heavy and vast. We share quick stories, laughter, and truth. For the road builds brothers, heart and proof. And when the heat rises and the asphalt burns, I feel God cool in the weight my spirit earns. Every patch of shade seems to softly say, tired man, you'll win, just keep the faith today. There's light in the headlights and light in my soul. I drive with calm, God makes me whole. Even when the night tries to change my ways, He lights the road beyond my gaze. There's a light in the headlights and light in my soul. And when fear rises, trying to take control, I hear God whispering slow and clear, my child, I'm here, I'm always near. And when sunset spills fire across the sky, I feel God smile as the minutes pass by. For a breath, the whole road feels divine, as if heaven says go on, the road is mine. Night comes gentle, dressed in deep blue shade, and I know without God I'd be afraid. But with Him, even darkness becomes a hymn, and every shadow grows peaceful and slim. There's light in the headlights and light in my soul, and the heart of faith will always stay whole. Even in the heaviest silence of the road, God lights the path I never could decode. There's light in the headlights and light in my soul. And when the world breaks, He makes me whole. I'm a trucker, but He's the God I know. Through every sunrise, every mile I go. And tomorrow when the journey calls again, I'll drive with faith held by His hand. For as long as there's a road under my control, God will always light my headlights and my soul.
Rearview mirror shows the road that's already behind me, but every mark on the asphalt reminds me of where I used to be. I've been through heavy moments, walked through darkness and fear, but God was always guiding and keeping my heart near.
The breeze brings old memories, the engine sings my way, and in the silence of the cab I feel God's hand every day. I've got God in the rearview mirror and Jesus riding by my side. When the journey gets too hard, He lightens the weight I carry inside. The past no longer scares me, for I know who set me free. God is in my rearview mirror, and ahead He waits for me. Sometimes I pull to the side just to breathe and slow down. Loneliness can be heavy, but with God I never drown. He speaks through the gentle wind, He shines through all I see, and even far from home He brings victory to me. I've got God in the rearview mirror and Jesus riding by my side. When the journey gets too hard, He lightens the weight I carry inside. The past no longer scares me, for I know who set me free. God is in my rearview mirror, and ahead He waits for me. Day has barely dawned and I'm already on the highway. The radio whispers softly as homesickness drifts my way. The engine hums steady like the beating of my heart, and every curve I pass becomes a prayer I start. The morning fog embraces everything like a farewell veil, but God breathes inside my chest, making hope prevail. I remember my family waving goodbye back at home, and I keep moving forward, knowing I never walk alone. The road feels endless sometimes, but something calms my mind. It's knowing God takes the wheel of my soul from time to time. And when the sun rises golden, chasing the cold away, I feel His presence shining warmly through my cab every day. It's the road that God made shine, it's the path He designed as mine. Even far from home, His hand guides my line. And when the sun rises golden, chasing the cold away, I feel His presence shining warmly through my cab every day. It's the road that God made shine, it's the path He designed as mine. At the truck stop I pause just to take a sip of coffee and meet other brothers of the wheel, living by the same journey. Each one carries battle stories carved in dust and steel, but each one's seen miracles only heaven can reveal. One says he almost lost his life in a serpent-like bend. Another saw God save him as he braked near the canyon's end. Between diesel smells and laughter slicing through the air, we all agree every trucker lives under God's care. Back on the road I feel renewed, lighter than before, as the wheels spin like time, turning forevermore. And with every mile unfolding like a chapter meant to be, I know God himself designed this journey for me. It's the road that God made shine, it's the path he designed as mine. Even far from home, his hand guides my line. And when the sun rises golden, chasing the cold away, I feel his presence shining warmly through my cab every day. It's the road that God made shine. The sunset paints the sky in orange blessed light, and I roll down the window just to hear the wind at night. It brings memories of mistakes I once carried inside, but God reminds me he forgave them, nothing left to hide. Night falls, but loneliness never finds its way, because God's soft glow keeps guiding every step I take. And when the moon rises shining over the land, I thank him for every mile shaped by his hand. If heavy rains fall and the road tries to shake me down, I remember God as shelter. I never walk alone in this town. If weariness tries to win, I pray and strength rises again, a power that only heaven can send. It's the road that God made shine, right until the journey's end. Jesus takes the seat beside me and whispers, child, trust me again. When the path grows hard and steep, his grace carries me through. The road may be long, but God blessed every mile I knew.
The alarm goes off, but it's the wind that truly wakes me, whispering through the window like a soft decree. The road calls me before the sun even climbs the sky, and I feel God say, my son, it's time to rise. While I pack my bags and set my boots on the floor, homesickness hits hard, heavy as before. But then a peaceful warmth wraps around my soul, reminding me my mission is greater than the toll. I start the truck and the engine roars a sacred hymn, a song of wanderers guided by him. Diesel burns, smoke lifts, the world awaits, and God walks with me through every open gate. The radio plays country gospel loud and clear, and I sing along, letting go of every fear. The road unfolds ahead like a canvas of grace, as if God himself had drawn each place. Mountains rise like mighty walls of the Lord, valleys descend like rivers carrying his word. The landscapes change, but one truth remains. Gratitude washes through my veins. It's the call of the road in heaven above, the voice of God whispering his love. Even when the night comes heavy and cold, he brings healing to my soul. And when longing aches deep inside of me, I keep driving
It's the call of the road and the heavenly light of faithful love, guiding every mile of my night. By afternoon, the heat breaks down like fire, and I recall moments of danger and tire. Wet highways, blind curves, slippery lanes, and miracles God gave when death aimed. The truck shakes on bumps along the way, but my faith stands firm every day. I think of trucker brothers spread around, and pray, Lord, keep them safe wherever they're bound. Dust rises behind me like shadows of the past, trying to chase me, trying to last. But God says gently, son, let it go. Ahead lies the purpose I want you to know. Hours drift like leaves on a restless breeze, and loneliness slowly flees. I feel God inside the cab like a loyal friend, seated beside me, faithful to the end. The sunset spreads across the sky like molten gold, majestic, strong and bold. And when the night brings 1,000 stars to dwell, I realize the road itself is a quiet chapel. It's the call of the road and heaven above, the voice of God whispering His love. Even when the night comes heavy and cold, He brings healing to my soul. And when longing aches deep inside of me, I keep driving, He knows my destiny. It's the call of the road and the heavenly light of faithful love, guiding every mile of my night. If the storm arrives and fear surrounds me, I speak the name of Jesus and His peace crowns me. If exhaustion presses heavy and I wanna give in, I close my eyes and His strength begins. The road is never lonely when He stays near. No danger too strong, no reason to fear. From deep within rises a light so clear, connecting earth's highway to heaven's frontier. The moon guides my journey like a sacred lamp, each mile a new lesson written in God's camp. In the silence of early dawn, truth unfolds. The road is long, but God forever holds. It's the call of the road and heaven above, God's steady hand on the wheel I love. And even if tears fall, He whispers I'm here, lifting my soul out of every fear. The road moves on, life runs fast, stories I tell, but the call remains. It's the road in heaven as well.
Dawn still smelled of night dew when I turned the key, and the engine's roar reminded me the road waits for me. That soft panel light glowed on my tired face, but inside my soul God restored His grace. I gripped the wheel like someone holding on to life, looking at the cab marked by years of strife. Photos taped to the dashboard, memories kept alive. Every detail in this truck shows how I survived. The highway unraveled like an old movie reel, and every sign whispered truths I could feel, saying go on trucker, don't lose your grip. The road is hard, but God's got your trip. The radio played a song that hit my core, and I remembered Dad's voice from years before. Son, the road is the church of those who roam, and God drives with you wherever you call home. I stepped on the pedal with longing and faith combined, feeling my soul was a truck full of memories behind. Each sin, each corner, each cold night stands carries stories only God and I truly understand. My truck is full of memories, of tears and laughter, of old reveries. It's here that God teaches me how to live. It's here I find strength He alone can give. This cab holds moments the years can't erase, and God drives with me through every place. My truck is my past and my future entwined, and God directs every road I find. I've passed through towns I'll never see again, and others I still dream of visiting when this journey slows and peace begins to stay. But until then, God lights my way. Truckers greet each other with a nod or horn, a silent bond since the day we're born. We're a family on wheels, united by the fight, by the danger we face every day and night. Some nights the longing hits harder than the load, and silence fills the cab like a heavy load. But then I remember God rides right here, and suddenly the weight becomes lighter to bear. I recall my little girl asking when I'll be home, and the ache inside makes my spirit moan. But God whispers, I'll guard your family, son. Drive in peace, I'll watch everyone. My truck is full of memories, of tears, of laughter, of old reveries. It's here that God teaches me how to live. It's here I find strength He alone can give. This cab holds moments the years can't erase. When the rain falls hard, washing the windshield clean,
I feel God washing my soul from everything unseen. It's like He whispers, what's past is gone. Keep going, trucker, you were called to move on. I've seen the sun slice clouds like a shining blade, and understood the miracles only God has made. I've watched orange skies kiss the night away, and felt a peace words could never say.
Dawn was still yawning when I turned on the engine's roar. Its deep rumble filled my soul like God calling once more. The dark road looked like a river with no end in sight, and every distant headlight flickered with a quiet light. The smell of strong coffee rose slowly in the cab as I asked God for strength. Another day on this path. Some trips weigh more on the heart than on the truck itself, and on this dusty life, and we learn to listen to what the Spirit tells. The wind blew cold through the crack of the window, while the lazy moon hid behind the hills in a glow. Silence filled the cab with only the motor's tone, and my thoughts ran freely looking for direction unknown. I remembered the day I almost gave up the ride, when exhaustion beat me down and I just wanted to hide. But God spoke through the tires, humming on the ground, saying, my son, I'm here, I'll never let you down. So I kept on moving, mile after mile in motion, finding meaning in each slow, steady devotion. Life's highway is long, full of doubt and reflection, but it's always lit by the faith that steers my direction. It's a faith that steers my truck when life gets heavy and times get tough. It's a faith that lights the darkest night and shows I'm never alone. God holds the light, even on cold nights or endless climbs. I know He drives through all hard times. It's a faith that steers my truck, turning every curve into divine love. The sunrise painted red behind the hills, and I felt hope blooming with gentle chills. The radio played an old familiar tune, the kind that makes the soul feel immune. I thought of friends left along the way, stories of battles, of nights of day. Truckers know the road teaches hard, but God is a healer who guards the weary heart. Wherever I stop, a diner or truck stop near, there's always someone tired pushing through fear. We share a smile, a nod, a prayer,
And I see God's love in every brother there. Sometimes the longing hits strong indeed, missing my family, the memories I keep. But God reminds me He is my home, and wherever I roam, I'm never alone. It's a faith that steers my truck when inspiration fades and life gets stuck. It's a faith that leads beyond what I see and brightens the path of my destiny. As the engine hums its steady prayer, I drive in peace, God is there. For it's a faith that steers my truck, and God is always my guiding love. And when the storm fills the world in gray, faith keeps me steady, keeps fear away. When the tires slip, when the vision's gone, it's God who whispers softly, son, hold on. I've crossed nights that felt like they'd never end, climbed dangerous mountains with no chance to pretend. But never once was I Dawn was still yawning when I turned on the engine's roar. Its deep rumble filled my soul like God calling once more. The dark road looked like a river with no end in sight, and every distant headlight flickered with a quiet light. The smell of strong coffee rose slowly in the cab as I asked God for strength. Another day on this path. Some trips weigh more on the heart than on the truck itself. And on this dusty life, we learn to listen to what the Spirit tells. The wind blew cold through the crack of the window, while the lazy moon hid behind the hills in a glow. Silence filled the cab with only the motor's tone, and my thoughts ran freely looking for direction unknown. I remembered the day I almost gave up the ride, when exhaustion beat me down and I just wanted to hide. But God spoke through the tires, humming on the ground, saying, my son, I'm here, I'll never let you down. So I kept on moving, mile after mile in motion, finding meaning in each slow, steady devotion. Life's highway is long, full of doubt and reflection, but it's always lit by the faith that steers my direction. It's a faith that steers my truck when life gets heavy and times get tough. It's the faith that lights the darkest night and shows I'm never alone. God holds a light even on cold nights or endless climbs. I know He drives through all hard times. It's a faith that steers my truck, turning every curve into divine love. The sunrise painted red behind the hills, and I felt hope blooming with gentle chills. The radio played an old familiar tune, the kind that makes the soul feel immune. I thought of friends left along the way, stories of battles, of nights of day. Truckers know the road teaches hard, but God is the healer who guards the weary heart. Wherever I stop, a diner, a truck stop near, there's always someone tired pushing through fear. We share a smile, a nod, a prayer, and I see God's love in every brother there. Sometimes the longing hits strong indeed, missing my family, the memories I keep. But God reminds me He is my home, and wherever I roam, I'm never alone. It's a faith that steers my truck when inspiration fades and life gets stuck. It's a faith that leads beyond what I see and brightens the path of my destiny. As the engine hums its steady prayer, I drive in peace. God is there, for it's a faith that steers my truck, and God is always my guiding look. And when the storm folds a world in gray, faith keeps me steady, keeps fear away. When the tires slip, when the vision's gone, it's God who whispers softly, son, hold on. I've crossed nights that felt like they'd never end, climbed dangerous mountains with no chance to pretend. But never once was I unseen, never once was I alone in between. I watched a light shine through my rear view glass and felt God's presence as the minutes passed. I've heard rain drumming on the hood and felt each drop telling me God is good. I faced a storm, snow, and burning heat, and each weather taught me faith is complete. For God stays constant when I fall apart, and He lifts me up, renewing my heart. Sometimes I cry with no one around, 'cause the road brings truths deep and profound. But God gathers every tear I shed and gives me strength to keep pushing ahead. It's a faith that steers my truck when inspiration fades and life gets stuck. It's a faith that leads beyond what I see and brightens the path of my destiny. As the engine hums its steady prayer, I drive in peace. God is there, for it's a faith that steers my truck, and God is always my guiding look. Morning breaks slowly, painting the sky. The mist rolls softly where the valleys lie. I turn the key, the engine whispers low, as if saying, son, you're never alone on the road you go. The highway stretches like a river, endless and wide. Every turn teaching lessons time can't hide. Homesick I may be, but my faith stands tall, and I drive on steady
answering God's call. And when silence weighs heavier than steel, God takes my heart and helps me heal. In the mirror I see the past moving away, but on the horizon I see the God who lights my day. And the road prays with me, speaks to me. In the wind I feel heaven's company. Every mile is a hymn I never wrote, but God sings beside me, touching my soul. The road prays with me, cries with me, and when I stop I find He's my closest friend indeed. In the dust I find direction to stand, for God holds a wheel inside my hands. The radio plays a worship song, warm and deep. Feels like it was written just for my key. I think of my kids running wild at home, and my wife whispering, go with God wherever you roam. At a rest stop I pause just to breathe the day. In the quiet I hear what God wants to say. Life in a truck may seem harsh to some, but it's heaven's school, a calling that's never undone. And if the storm falls heavy without a sign, I know God's shelter is already mine. As raindrops pound on the cab roof above, I feel His protection, His never-fading love. And the road prays with me, speaks to me. In the wind I feel heaven's company. Every mile is a hymn I never wrote, but God sings beside me, touching my soul. The road prays with me, cries with me, and when I stop I find He's my closest friend indeed. In the dust I find direction to stand, for God holds the wheel inside my hands. When sunset spills gold across the plains, I remember God holds all time in His reins. I drive slow, drive calm, drive in peace, for the Lord of the road makes my fears cease. And when night throws its blanket of stars above, I see signs of heaven, reminders of love. Every sparkle across the sky tells me this: where there is faith, there's purpose. Where God is, there's bliss. The road prays with me, leads me, calls me, and I drive with faith in the one who restores me. The rumble of diesel, though strong and true, is small beside God's voice carrying me through. The road prays with me, guides me each day, and in every mile I find peace on the way. I'm a trucker, but never traveling alone. The road prays with me, and God guides me home. And tomorrow when sunlight warms the hood again, I'll drive with confidence, led by His hand. The road prays with me, and I pray with it too. This sacred journey brings me closer to you. The day barely wakes, and
already rolling out. Sky still dark, full moon wandering about. Engine breathing steady like a heartbeat in time. Each curve of the road is a story in rhyme. The highway stretches out like a giant's hand. I drive it like a traveler across this land. Each mile holds a prayer rising from the dust. God writes my path in the tracks I trust. Coffee's warm smell drifts across my seat, reminding me home waits with love so sweet. They miss me deeply when I'm gone each dawn, but they know God drives where my strength is gone. And when the sunrise burns the distant line, I feel God flow like water from a holy shrine. Each choice I make, every road I run, He guides the footprints of my truck, one by one. These are the footprints of my truck, marking stories through dust and muck. When life gets heavy, God steers me right and clears the storm that clouds my sight. These are the footprints of my truck, carrying faith through every look. Even alone in wind and storm, God's strong hand keeps my spirit warm. Evening settles slow with an orange glow, trees dancing gently as the breezes blow. The radio plays a hymn that takes me home to moments God saved me on the roads I roam. I recall the nights when sleep pulled me low, and a quiet voice whispered, "Wake up, son, go." Recall the storms that nearly shut me down, but God split the clouds so I wouldn't drown. At the truck stop, brothers gather with care, each with a story, each with a burden to bear. But when God enters the table talk, weariness turns to laughter on our walk. And when night falls sudden without a sign, I see God lighting every broken line. Darkness becomes another station for the footprints guided by His creation. These are the footprints of my truck, marking stories through dust and muck. When life gets heavy, God steers me right and clears the storm that clouds my sight. These are the footprints of my truck, carrying faith through every look. Even alone in wind and storm, God's strong hand keeps my spirit warm. And if strength runs out, He fills me again, for He knows the miles and the weight of men. When longing hits hard with no reason at all, He whispers, "My child, I won't let you fall." Dark roads brighten with Him at the wheel, and the dawn returns with colors that heal. I learned the road's more than a profession, it's a calling shaped by God's direction. These are the footprints of my truck, turned by God into songs of luck. Tired or strong, my heart stays bright, for He walks with me through every night. These are the footprints of my truck, driving faith through dust and rock. If God commands, I answer amen. He guides today, tomorrow, and then. And when the world tries to dim my view, I remember God pushes the darkness through. Be it night or storm or blazing sun, His footprints steer the wheels I run. The road was heavy, filled with dangerous bends. Felt like the world weighed more than my load again. Rain hammered hard, trying to break my soul, and my heart begged quietly for comfort and control. I kept driving steady, but inside I felt hollow, a silence deeper than the cold wind I follow. Mind full of memories, worries piled high, and wet asphalt reflecting every tear in my eyes. In that dark hour with the sky shut tight, I whispered to God in the middle of the night, Father, if you hear me, give me direction. I'm gripping the wheel, but I'm lost in reflection. And then in the deepest dark around, I felt a warmth without a sound, as if God sat right beside me there, saying, son, I'm the one who keeps you in the air. Heaven opened in my cab, and my soul finally breathed again. God spoke softly in my heart and lifted every hidden pain. Heaven opened in my cab, and the storm lost all its power. When God steps inside the truck, miracles bloom in the darkest hour. Rain turned gentle like a waltz on the glass, and peace eased into me like a breeze that passed. It felt like heaven itself had come down to stay, to remind me I was never alone along the way. I pulled over just to breathe and cry, tears falling, but I didn't ask why. They were tears of release, of restoration, of a man surrendering, road in heart and prayerful devotion. I recall the nights I almost lost control, the moments fear swallowed my soul, but God showed me He was there all along, in every curve and every near wrong. When I closed my eyes for just a blink, I saw a light brighter than I could think, a glow that whispered without a word, I'm here, child, you are heard. Heaven opened in my cab, and my soul finally breathed again. God spoke softly in my heart and lifted every hidden pain. Heaven opened in my cab, and the storm lost all its power. When God steps inside the truck, miracles bloom in the darkest hour. If life gets heavier than the freight I haul, God lifts the axle and carries it all. If the night grows darker than my lights can show, He sparks a sunrise deep in my soul. If longing storms hard inside my chest, He reminds me love makes a journey blessed. And truckers who ride with faith in hand never lose their road across this land. Heaven opened in my cab, and my view forever changed. Now I know God travels with me on every mile, every range. Heaven opened in my cab and rewrote my destiny mid-road. Now I drive with faith unshaken, knowing God takes every load. And when the radio hums a quiet hymn, I remember the night He stepped in, and I whispered gently as I push ahead. Heaven opened in my cab and lives here instead.
It was dawn when I left my home behind, with my truck's headlights cutting through the line. God knew the weight pressing down on my chest, and made the open road the path that suits me best. Every sign seemed to speak my name, every curve whispered, walk with me just the same. The wet asphalt held memories carved in pain, but also steps of God walking in my lane. I've cried so many times inside this cab alone, begging God to protect my trembling soul. But He so gently dried each tear and made the road the place to conquer fear. 'Cause a trucker's life is built this way, with endless nights and unbroken days. But God takes the wheel when I start to fall, and reminds me there's still miles after all. And the tears the road carried away got turned into strength for another day. When fear rose up and tried to stay, He called me close and cleared my way. The tears the road carried away became scars the heavens chose to lay. Now I drive with faith in all I do, a child whom God has carried through. I've watched the sun rise over mountains wide, and felt God's presence glowing at my side. I've seen fog erase my entire view, yet He lit a clearer path than I ever knew. At the day's roadside break, I met friends worn thin, truckers tired from the places they've been. And when we spoke of God at that simple place, the whole road bowed in quiet to His grace. The engines roar, tell stories bold of silent battles only God and I hold. And every victory I've claimed out here was Him redrawing my map from the rear. And even when longing cuts deep and wide, and the night feels heavy on every side, I hear God whisper, son, I'm near. My presence is yours, my voice is clear. And the tears the road carried away too heavy on the heart I bear, God shifts the weight with tender care. If sorrow spills where no one can see, He picks the tear before it leaves me. The road instructs, God refines, the soul learns, the spirit climbs. And when the wind brings old pain to stay, He says, I'm the one who moves you my way. And the tears the road carried away got turned into hope for a brighter day. If once the hurt knocked me low, today it's God who helps me grow. And when the last headlight fades
journey finds its final line. May God receive this heart of mine. For those who rode through pain yet stayed, were carried by the one who never fades. I'd been driving for hours with no clear end, just me and the highway, my longtime friend. The night felt heavy, like a load off track, and silence screamed louder than the road out back. My headlights sliced through the freezing air, while my weary heart struggled with its own despair. I carried guilt, sorrow, and fears untold, and wondered, does God still hear engines roll? But then I saw a glowing sign up ahead, a lonely truck stop with a warm light spread. I slowed down gently, tired to the bone, and felt God sitting with me as if I wasn't alone. For God doesn't seek temples made of steel or gold. He comes in moments quiet, humble, bold, and in that forgotten stop on the roadside plain, He spoke to me and loosened my pain. It was the truck stop where God found me, in the hum of the pumps, in the peaceful breeze, in the warm cup of coffee the waitress poured. I felt the love sent straight from the Lord. It was the truck stop where God found me, when the road weighed heavy and I felt empty. He sat beside me and spoke so clear, son, I guard every secret you fear. I remember a trucker who sat down slow, tired eyes, but a heart that still seemed to glow. He spoke of God light, speaking of light, a presence that guides through the darkest night. He'd fallen before, been broken deep, yet God always lifted him from the steep. And there I knew my burden wasn't just mine. God rode with me through every incline. Our talk turned into prayer in the midnight's hush, and the truck stop became a holy crush. Engines rumbling softly formed a sacred tone, and I felt God take my hand as if it were His own. For God speaks loud when the soul grows still, and heals all wounds no matter how they spill. And in that small forgotten place of night, He filled my heart with strength and light. It was a truck stop where God found me, And when longing slammed me like a lockdown break, God held me firm for my spirit's sake. He said, son, the world is wide and wild, but I'm bigger still. Rest in me, my child. He wiped my sweat, calmed my pace, put peace like fuel in my empty space. And when I climb back into my ride, I felt God seated right by my side. It was the truck stop where God found me, in whispered grace that set me free. And when the engine roared again, I knew God held the wheel with me then. It was the truck stop where God found me, and from that night on He stayed faithfully. Now I drive renewed, lighter on the load, for God restore my weary road. The sun hasn't shown its face on the distant line, yet my truck wakes up like an old steel king of the highway shrine. I breathe in deep, the diesel rising in the air, the scent of the life I chose and love to bear. The road has called me since I was a boy, each mile a story, each journey a joy. There's dust, there's pain, there's wind against me, but also poetry in everything I see. Guided by God and a heart that's true, in the dawn silence everything feels new. My soul finds peace, worries fade to none, and God walks beside me step by step, mile by mile, one by one. For it's more than road, more than a way to earn. It's a calling that makes my spirit burn. And when exhaustion threatens to pull me apart, God whispers, son, this road was made for your heart. It's the calling of the road and of God, the sky guiding every path I trod. Even when fear tries to hold me still, God sparks courage and renews my will. It's the calling of the road and of God, turning lonely nights into holy sod. And when my heart thinks it's time to quit, He says, drive on, son, I'm guarding every bit. Down the mountain pass I feel the wind speak, like angels wrapping arms around the weak. The radio plays a hymn that shakes my soul, and God takes the wheel, making my heart whole. I've crossed potholes life dug in my way, storms that nearly forced me to fade away. But through it all, God stood at my side, turning every close call into grace multiplied. Every truck stop hides a brother's fight, a man seeking safety through day and night. And when someone mentions God at the table's edge, the air turns holy and hearts take the pledge. Even when night falls without a sign and darkness swallows the dotted line, I hear his voice steady and calm within. Do not fear, my child, I've been here since the beginning. It's the calling of the road and of God. If the weight gets too heavy for my heart to bear, God shifts the load and answers my prayer. If longing cuts deep like a knife through the skin, He heals the wound and brings peace back in. The road is long, but God is strong, and with Him beside me, nothing goes wrong. Even when the world tries to halt my stride, God opens another road for me to ride. It's the calling of the road and of God, the voice that guides each place I plod. And when the final headlight fades from sight, His eternal glow will be my light. It's the calling of the road and of God, turning my truck into a sacred pod. And as long as there's a road before me to see, I'll drive in the faith He planted in me. It's the calling of the road and of God.
When I start the engine before the dawn arrives, I feel God coming close, keeping my spirit alive. The roar of my truck becomes a prayer unspoken, and the waking road feels like a sea wide open. The stars still linger in the fading night, and I think of the simple things that make life right. The morning chill touches my soul with care, and God whispers, son, today I'll be there. With every mile I watch the world unfold, like a door heaven opens, breaking the mold. And in the solitude the road insists on giving, I find God in the details that keep me living. For truckers know the road teaches deep, and God corrects every curve too steep. If fear tries creeping through the side door wide, God shuts it gently and stays by my side. It's the sky that follows me down the road. It's God who carries my heavy load. When the wild wind blows without control, He calms the axis of my soul. It's the sky that follows me down the road, even when the night feels cold. And if my path grows narrow and tight, God widens the world inside my sight. In my mirror I watch memories glide. Some bring pain, some bring tears I hide, but every tear I couldn't let fall, God caught before the drop formed at all. The distant mountains seem to pray, and the quiet valleys listen all day. I learned the road is more than ground, it's where my heart
heart with God is bound. At a truck stop rest I meet worn friends, men who trust God for beginnings, and men who trust God for beginnings and ends. And when we speak His name at that humble stand, it feels like heaven covers the land. For God speaks loud to those who must roam, to men whose miles keep them from home. He says, go on son, don't fear the unknown. Every mile you drive with my hand on yours. It's the sky that follows me down the road. It's God who carries my heavy load. When the wild wind blows without control, He calms the axis of my soul. It's the sky that follows me down the road. And if longing hits like a locked up brake, God frees the soul with the peace He makes. If night tries dimming the faith I keep, God lights the lamp that burns so deep. The road is long, but God is near, and those who roll with Him lose every fear. Even when the world tries to break my stride, God builds a bridge so I can ride. It's the sky that follows me down the road. God's promise written in sacred code. If the curve feels rough and the fear grows strong, He says, son, with me you'll never go wrong. It's the sky that follows me down the road. Oh, a holy shelter on every load, and as long as there's a path to see, God will drive every mile with me. Since I was young, I dreamed of the endless land, of horizons rising far beyond what I could understand. When I looked at the highway, I felt a holy call, as if God whispered, go, I'll guide you through it all. Time moved on and the dream became my drive. The truck became the place my spirit felt alive. And every route, every mile, every distance seen was God writing chapters meant for me to read. I faced storms that nearly pushed me aside, moments where my tears were too heavy to hide. But God held my trembling wheel in His hand and said, son, I know your heart, I understand. For the road ain't made only of comfort and shine, it carries heavy loads, but also the divine. And those who steer with God deep within will never lose the way they should begin. This is the road that God wrote for me, with curves that stretch into eternity. Even when life tries to knock me down, God shifts the route and turns things around. This is the road that God wrote for me, filled with miracles waiting silently. And when I think I've reached my end, He says, drive on, son, trust your friend. Climbing the mountain, I watch the sunrise glow, and I feel God smiling as the warm winds blow. The morning breeze brushes my face so light, and I see God's blessing guiding my sight. Sometimes I stop at a truck stop to breathe and hear stories no one could believe. Truckers who battled storms of soul and street, but found in faith the strength complete. Every night holds memories carved in the air. Every dawn carries whispers of a prayer. And even when loneliness tries to run me down, God fills the silence with love profound. For God speaks strongly to those who roam, to those steering far from the comforts of home. And in the quiet of the endless highways hymn, He reveals the road He wrote for me within.
This is the road that God wrote for me.
And if sadness tries to lock my gears, God breaks the chains and calms my fears. If darkness dims the view I see, He lights a lamp inside of me. The road is long, but the faith is strong, and God is the map that never goes wrong. Even when the world tries blocking my way, He says, son, drive on, I'll clear your day. This is the road that God wrote for me, made with promises strong and free. Every bump, every climb, every mile ahead is part of the story His hands have led. This is the road that God wrote for me, and while there's breath and destiny, I'll ride with strength, refusing to quit, for God crafted each part of it. And when the final mile is finally through, may God be waiting in the skies of blue. For those who drove with faith as their song, will find their new truck where angels belong.